Going on, people? Make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you ain't subscribed. We got work to do. So, I'm calling out NuBreed's attack dog, Prosecutor of Evil, for fake flexing. Shout out to Sister Christina for putting me on to what's going down in these streets with these fake YouTubers, fake flexing. So I'm calling it all out. Let's jump right into this. Hey, yo, Epic, holla at me, dog. What's good with this fake stuff you out here doing, bro? Talking about you a shoe designer. Bro, stop it. You are not no shoe designer. You literally went to a website called Alive Shoes, registered an account, and basically using some sort of template to mash up different materials together to try to hustle these people talking about you a shoe designer. Stop it. You exposed, bro. And don't even tell me all of this stuff you hating. No, you a liar, bro. No fake flexing allowed on social media, dog. If you're a real shoe designer, you'll be designing with the sketchbook. You don't got no sketchbook. You said that you were doing art while you were in the shelter. That's a damn lie, bro. You were literally on that website. Let me show you what art you were doing in the shelter. Let me show you the artwork you were doing. Okay, you fake, bro, and I'm calling you out because you won't respond and let your mans step into the fire so we could deal with them. This is what you were doing, dog. You were doing all this goofy stuff. You were online basically using that template right there. You a fucking joke, dog. That's why I'm calling you out. Now, see, here's the thing, man. I ain't trying to hate on your hustle, but when you fake and you not really prosecuting evil, like your username say, then God is going to punish you through me. So I'm letting you know right now. Ain't nobody buying nothing. So close that business down. It ain't gonna work because I'm prosecuting you now because you evil, right? So let's get to the content. Again, shout out to Sister Christina for putting me on. She posted a comment, airing out old dog right there, basically saying, nah, Ringo, he got that stuff from some website called Alive Shoes. So I go and I look it up. I'm like, hold up. I thought bro man said he got a business. I thought bro man said he got a design team. Bro, you don't got no design team. Stop the cap. You lying. You out here lying to these people. Matter of fact, dog, let's go put it out there. Let's play his video. Let's get to the content. Hey, smash that like button for the entertainment. If you like my content, subscribe. We're gonna cook this dude. I don't like fake flexing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Stop acting like you a designer, like you out here working, and you a dick riding NuBreed the whole time. You know why? You know why you D-riding NuBreed? Because NuBreed put you on to that site. NuBreed most likely put you on, right? Recruited you, told you, hey fam, if you join up with me, you got these companies, all you gotta do is put your label on it. You can sell products and merch just like me. Just like when you see NuBreed selling hats, doing this, doing that, it's those companies that he's using, companies like that. And what happened is he get a percentage of whatever it is. Hey, yo, Epic, holla at me, dog. Yo, what's good? You ain't tell the people you only get $30 a pop. You ain't tell the people that, dog. See, I'm exposing everything because I don't like how you handling this situation. I don't like the fact that your name is Prosecutor of Evil and you ain't addressing the evil that this man did towards my mom and my family. I don't like that, dog. So while you here, I'm going to make it hot for you, bro. Like, it's going to be hot. Same way I'm turning the stove up on that dude over there, we turning up the stove on you. Don't come over here trying to promote nothing. You know what I mean? Talking about you got a cleaning business. Bro, stop the cap, because you can get sued for talking about you using, what's that company he said he was using? Some sort of product. Talking about, bro, you can't be using other people products in no product mixture that you got going. You can't do that, dog. When have you ever mixed ingredients to create a product? Stop the cap, bro. Stop it. And furthermore, in order for you to even be selling anything to market, it got to be registered. I forgot the damn company. The company that you register with all your products and services and all that stuff. Something with the FDA, something like that. You have to register these things. They got to know that it is safe for public consumption and public use. So you just can't make a product and then just put it out there. That ain't gonna work, bro. You know what I mean? But yeah, check this out, fam. Let's go back to the website, y'all. This is what your man's epic mindset is using. Remember he was talking about Italy? Well, you see the Italian flag right there. You know what I mean? So you ain't no shoe designer, dog. Stop the cap. It's one thing if you're a real shoe designer, I would give you your flowers, because it's like, you out there really working. You know what I mean? But you're not working, dog. You basically a puppet being used by a company, and all you get is $30, bro. $30? So they selling shoes for $400, and all you get is $30, bro. That's sad, dog. You going out like a damn hoe, bro. I'm keeping it a G with you. And I know you probably salty, you probably mad, like, bro, you messing up my hustle. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get my life together. Bro, if you're going to get your life together, you're going to have to do it the right way. You ain't going to take no sneaky corners following old dude, because I can see you moving with him. That's why you were riding his balls the whole time. All throughout your video, all you kept doing is shouting out NuBreed. And I'm like, dog, stand on your own too, bro. Stop shouting this dude out. You shouting him out because he put you on. He the one that set up shop for you. The other day, you weren't doing this, dog. You weren't talking about cleaning houses and cleaning stoves and selling shoes and designing. Oh, yeah. You ain't show us your sketchbook, dog. I'm a real artist. I really draw, bro. I'm a professional. My wife right here, she could vouch for me. I'm a professional artist with the pen and the pad, bro. Sketch some art, bro. I draw people the way they look, bro. I'm a real artist. You know what I mean? You fake, bro. You've been exposed. Like, how do you explain yourself with this, dog? How do you explain yourself? This is the website. Watch this, gang. Watch this. Check this out. Watch this exposed right here, fam. Look right there. Look right there, fam. Look what it says. I'm not lying. It says, get your designs made, start selling. Look, it says launch pre-order campaigns to start production, right? Or easily get ready to wear. Prototypes of your designs and start selling through your customer e-shop, earning 30 plus profit on each pair sold. Bro, that's sad, dog. You going out like a sucker, bro. So you telling me you selling shoes for $400 and all you get is 30, and you the one that designed the shoe? Bro, stop it, bro. You getting played, dog. You getting played like a sucker, bro. $30, bro? You know how many shoes you have to sell in order to make a decent living? Like, bro, you ain't do the math? And see, this is why you dudes need to stop playing around with Ringo TV. Because once I come on these YouTube streets and I start airing out the receipts, dudes' careers are over, bro. I'm ending careers before the new year begin. Careers are ending. So, hey, Epic, just close down that business, bro. Just close it down. It ain't gonna do well. Ain't nobody paying $400 with you sketching some crayon shoes. Ain't nobody buying that garbage, bro. I'm just being honest with you, dog. Like, seriously, for real, nobody's buying that mess, because that's no different than going to Nike.com. You know, like how when you go to Nike.com and it says Nike for you or Nike by you, and you could go over there and you could design. You ain't no effing designer, bro. You just going to Nike and you designing something that's custom to you, but you're not the one with the needle and the thread. You're not the one cutting the leather. You're not the one putting the pattern, the glue. You ain't doing no work, bro. So you not no designer. You see what I mean? So stop it, bro. Come online and apologize to these people today, bro. Or I'm gonna dig up more dirt. You know what I mean? I ain't playing no games, bro. Yeah, a bunch of templates. This dude, let me tell you something, fam. This dude busy using templates, bro. Templates. Think about the amount of people that are using the same template. You think you're getting something original? It's the same template, dog. These are like Temu designer shoes, bro. And you want to charge 400? Bro, you could take that 400, put another 400 on it, and get some real designer shoes, dog. But your career over, fam. So just go ahead and start crying. You know what I mean? It is what it is, dog. Like, this doesn't make no sense, dog. Like, for real. Over here, you just came out of the shelter, bro. Just came out of the shelter and already you a shoe designer? Stop it, man. Look at that, fam. Plenty of design options. Come on now. Look at this, bro. Let me do this. Look, see? You ain't designing nothing. This is templates, bro. This is templates, bro. That ain't no shoe designing. That's a template, dog. Yo, Epic, what's good, bro? Hey, yo, holla at me, dog. Why you don't got a physical copy of the shoe in front of you, though? Like, you know, if you're a shoe designer, you should have the shoe in front of you to show the people. But see, you don't got it because ain't nothing coming in. You ain't even sell one yet. Bro, stop. Stop letting NuBreed take you down this rabbit hole, embarrassing you, bro. You see how you're embarrassed right now? Like, what you gonna tell the people now? You gonna tell them you're a shoe designer now? Just tell them you a template artist, bro. Tell these people that you a template shoe Temu artist. Because you are not a designer, bro. Where's your sketchbook? Let me see it. Holla at me, dog. Holla at me. Where's your sketchbook with all your designs? Where is it? You don't got no sketches, right? See? You see how it feels, bro? You supposed to be prosecuting that dude for the evil he did. God is disappointed in you, dog. He's not happy with you. And then you're gonna call it God's art? Bro, why are you using God's name, bro? Why? And we ain't even get into your video yet, fam. But let's get back to the content. Hey, hit that like button. You got 125 in the building, only 38 likes. Y'all be just hating all day, bro. What the heck is going on with everybody with the hate, bro? Hit the damn like button, fam. So it says sell with ease through your custom e-shop. Notice that. Custom e-shop. Start showcasing and selling your design through your own custom web and mobile e-shop. Make $30 plus profit on each piece sold. So you ain't the boss, bro. You not the boss, my G. You a slave, bro. Basically, you're being recruited to do all the design work and somebody else is eating. You going out bad, bro. $30? So if you sell $400, we thinking you getting bread. Whole time you got 30 bucks, bro. 30 bucks? You call that designer shoes, bro? Bro, if them shoes were designer shoes, they'll be $1,200, bro. $2,000 designer. Those are not designer. Listen, $400 is not designer. $800 is low-end designer. Low end. That's the low end of a designer pair of shoes. Real designer shoes, you paying $2,000, $5,000. And these shoes are real designer shoes, bro. Don't let NuBreed play you, making you look bad, because I know he had something to do with this, bro. I know he had something to do with this, man. And it's just sad that you going out like this, bro. All you had to do is come on YouTube and address the allegations. You know what I mean? That's all you had to do, dog. Like, for real. Let me see if I can do this real quick. Holla at me, fam. Check it out, dog. Check it out. Check out the screen, fam. So I got this receipt, right? Roxanne basically came in one of your videos where NuBreed left a comment. And NuBreed wrote, This message is completely heartfelt, brother. Very much encouragement to keep going. Bless you, brother in Christ. Right? It's interesting how he said, bless you, brother in Christ, but NuBreed disrespected my dead mother. Basically called her a crackhead and basically disrespected her, my dead ass mother, and all this other stuff he was saying. Disrespecting her. But he calling you a brother in Christ and he blessing you. But now Roxanne pulled up. You know what I mean? She pulled up and was like, NuBreed been exposed as a hypocrite. Ringo isn't lying. I seen the receipts. And NuBreed, why don't you address the MLM you're in? It isn't wise or kind to push this evil on your followers. And when I heard you say Ringo's dead ass mother today, when you said that, shows how effing evil to the core you really are. You ain't no follower of Jesus Christ. You won't even use his name. Also laughing about Charlie Kirk. Boy, you better get right. You're heading for hell. Ringo all the way is right about you, dude. I used to follow you, but I seen how evil you have become over this last year. And Epic, I followed you also. You do remember NuBreed blowing you, right? Also, how can you follow NuBreed when he laughs the minutes after Charlie Kirk's murder? Sick. You know what I mean? Now watch somebody come in and says at Roxanne, and Ringo TV have been exposed by Faith and Gates as well. Ringo TV is also a hypocrite. Not only that, he's a hater and a sellout. Right now, look at Epic. Epic comes in. He don't even respond to Roxanne. He just says, yes, very true. So as you can see, this dude, Epic, you know what I'm saying? He's not really a prosecutor of evil. He's an enabler of evil. He don't follow the Most High. And you know what I mean? Fuck Fates and Gates. That's a dude that is just on YouTube trying to get a check like everybody else, bro. All he do is talk about me. That dude don't have nothing. He don't even lead nobody to Jesus Christ at the end of the day. All he do is make content about me all day. I don't even make videos about that clown. But anyway, let's get back to this dude, bro. Let's get back to this content. Hit that like button, y'all. So check this out. Another receipt. Boom. Check it out. So Roxanne pulled up again in another post and basically said, are you gonna ask NuBreed to address the MLM he's in? And did he take the oath? Because his boss is allegedly a Freemason. Yup, it's true. Ask NuBreed why seconds after Charlie Kirk's horrible murder was shown to the world, why did he laugh and watch it 50 times, he said. Yep, that's exactly what NuBreed said. He said he watched his death multiple times for pleasure. She goes on and she says, ask NuBreed why he speaks ill of Ringo's mother, who is gone from Earth. Ask him that. Ask NuBreed why he never speak or use the word Jesus Christ. Ask him why he hates white people. Now look at what Epic said, fam. Epic said all has been addressed. Where have you been? Are you paying attention or are you just hearing what you want to hear? Ringo don't know you, nor would he care to. So why are your feelings hurt? Do you see that, guys? And the thing is, NuBreed never addressed nothing. He never apologized for disrespecting my mama. He never did anything, fam. In other words, he basically doubled down on it in the very same video. He doubled down on it. And I didn't even show you the first time he said it. All of that will be reserved for another time. I just show you guys the receipts that is needed to get the conversation going. You know what I mean? So Roxanne came back and says, don't speak for Ringo. Do not. Why don't you have NuBreed address the people and allegations? He won't because he's a fraud. And that's the truth, guys. This is why I keep telling y'all, stop letting these YouTubers play y'all. When you come to Ringo TV, I keep it a buck with y'all, 100%. I don't sugarcoat. I show you guys the truth. And it's just sad how this dude won't even hold NuBreed to the fire. It's like, it's okay with Epic for a dude that claim he rep the Most High to be disrespecting the dead, disrespecting somebody's mom. Epic, if NuBreed disrespected your mom like that, you would want to come see the man. You know what I mean? You may end up doing something to that man that may put you in prison for the rest of your life. So what I'm trying to figure out, dog, is why y'all all claiming y'all following God, bro, and you don't address none of these issues. But anytime I make videos, you want to talk ish about me. That's why I'm calling you out and I'm exposing your whole hustle. Ain't nobody buying shit, bro. I'm letting you know right now because you playing with fire, bro. The Most High put you on my radar now because you out here riding with a warlock. You riding with the devil, bro. You know what I mean? Did you take the oath too? Because ain't no sales coming out of this, bro. So, hey, let's get to the content. Let's look at this video from this dude trying to sell these damn Temu shoes, these Temu whatever kind of shoes. Now watch how he start deriding NuBreed. Watch this, fam. Let's get to the content. Hit that like button.
Peace, peace, peace. Yo, Brother Breed, I was just watching one of your videos and you was, the threads that you have on, you know what I'm saying, super, super dope. The merch that you have, super, super dope. It's always been dope, but I've been going through my little things and things like that. So I wasn't really able to put my foot in it and actually give you a shout out on it. But also not just give you a shout out, but great minds think alike, right? I don't know if you remember, and brothers and sisters, if you guys remember, in probably 70 videos back when I was addressing Ringo, I mentioned that I was but I was a fashion designer.
Notice how he slipped up and said interior decorator. Let's park the car right there, fam. Let's park the car. So Epic slipped up and said he's an interior decorator, right? Now, if you can recall with NuBreed, when I designed Studio B, NuBreed was making videos mocking me because of my design work in terms of interior decorating. He was mocking it. And he was like, that boy good, that boy good. And he was laughing about it. It was a mockery because I know how to design houses. I know how to decorate. But yet, his mans just said that he's also into the same thing. How come NuBreed ain't saying nothing about that? You see, it's only funny when it involves me because these ninjas are jealous haters, and anything that I do, they try to make you people believe like it ain't worthy of nothing. And that's why this dude is being exposed. You know what I mean? You are not no shoe designer, Epic. So stop the cap. It's one thing if you put pen to pad and I saw you sketching up some real shoes and you really about that life, then I would salute you because you putting in work. You ain't putting in no work, bro. None. You're literally a template Temu shoe designer. That's what you are, bro. You ain't designing nothing. Let's get back to the content. Hit that like button.
I am an interior decorator as well. That's the reason why I kind of stumbled there. I'll show you some of my projects. I do great work to homes, all right?
Wow.
But this is my product. I'm going to flip the screen. I'm going to show you guys. The name of my brand is called God's Art because all of my artwork is inspired from God.
What? Your what? All your artwork is inspired by God, bro. Stop using God to merchandise the people, dog. All of that stuff comes from that website that we just finished showing you guys. Let me get the website for you. Right? Where is it, guys? Is this it here? I think this is it. Yeah. This is the website that he uses, guys. He ain't no shoe designer. It's all cap. You know what I mean? Dude is a Temu template designer, not really doing no designs at all. It's all template based. You know what I'm saying? That's what he's using. You know what I mean? Like if you look at this shoe here, right? All of that is template based. That same material. Watch this, gang. Watch this. Remember that material? That material is on the shoe right here on the sides, right there. Same material. Watch this.
You see is a land. I believe it's in.
Hold on, let me move it to the side so you can see it. My bad. Let me get it out of the chat's way. So it should be good right here. Right? All right, let's go.
Can't remember. I don't want to just. It was one of the deserts, and it was a particular area in the desert where the terrain looked like this design right here. So whenever I find unique designs,
dude, what you're talking about is in the desert when the water is dried up, dummy. That's what you're trying to say. When the water is dried up in the desert and the ground is all cracked up, that's what you're talking about. You know what I mean? Learn how to communicate properly, bro. You ain't gonna be able to sell no products if you don't know how to communicate properly to the viewer. If you're selling a product, you're supposed to know what you're talking about when you're talking to the people. Let's go.
I emulated onto my footwear. And as you can see, the leopard tongues.
You see the areas here, gang? You see all of this part here? That part? You see how that go? Okay, now, remember that section there, fam. Now watch this. You see that? I don't know if you can see it, but let me see. Let me move this here. Right? You see that area? That's the same stuff that you get from the website. You know what I mean? Remember that shoelace right there, because he's gonna show you the same thing. And the reason why I gotta show you all of this is because we debunking these so-called frauds that come on social media acting like they about some boss up business and they not really doing no work.
This is all Italian made. I have a company that makes this. This is real leather. It's kind of pricey. It's $4.95, but it's absolutely worth it. Absolutely worth it. These are handmade in Italy, not China.
For those of you that don't understand and you might be slow, right? Let me run the playback for you. Because a lot of y'all be coming into these comments and y'all be talking and y'all don't know what y'all talking about. This dude came on social media claiming that he is a shoe designer, claiming that he is the one who do the work. No, you not. You're not the one doing the work. Somebody else is doing the work. You did not come up with the color scheme. Somebody else provided the templates, the colors, the materials, and things that you are able to use. If somebody was to come up to you and say, I want this shoe done this way, you cannot do it the way they want it if the website don't provide the type of materials necessary. Similar to when you go to Nike.com and you do a custom shoe for yourself, you're not a designer. You might put together a colorway, but you cannot make the shoe the way you want it. You know what I mean? It's not going to happen. You're not the one with the sketch and the pad, so just stop it. That's all I'm saying. Know the difference when someone is a shoe designer from somebody just using a template to pretty much go up there and just put something together. Know the difference, guys. That's all I'm saying, right? Don't let these YouTubers play you like a sucker.
Okay? This comes from, I don't know if you guys know, but Italy has the biggest districts for shoe production. It's called Shoe Valley. And that's where, you know, my company, my design team, they come.
What design team, dog? Stop. To have a design team mean that your design team is on payroll. You don't got a design team. The design team got you. You are just a slave, bro. You don't got a design team. You understand? You don't. Sorry. You don't have a design team and you don't even have a company. So I don't even know why you even saying that. Like, stop it. You know what I mean? Like, y'all be just coming on YouTube and saying what y'all got and y'all don't got nothing, bro. And I know NuBreed may have a hand in this mess because all of a sudden you doing this shoe stuff now. All of a sudden you selling products and services and talking about, well, you know, I didn't launch the website yet. So then why are you talking about it for? You ain't launched the website. You're supposed to stay quiet. You know? Don't come into public acting like you popping and you don't got nothing popping.
Together and they materialize my ideas. And it's made by the
Notice this. Notice what he said, guys. He said he got a design team that materialized his ideas. You understand? This website basically materialize the so-called shoes templates that you put together. So he don't have no design team. This is a business, and the way they make money off of people like him. He's not a designer, bro. He don't own nothing. He can't say, well, I own the company. And also, you got to pay to play, because with this website, they make it seem like you could apply for free. Everything is good. No, you got to pay to play. You got to pay to play. That's why I'm exposing all of it, because I don't want none of you good people to get played by these wannabe shoe designers. You know what I mean? And I'm calling him out because he won't address NuBreed's. So we're going to make it hot for him now. We're going to make it real hot. So go back to NuBreed and tell him that Ringo effing up the hustle that y'all got going. All right? So now, let's get back to the content. Hit that like button.
Where, you know, my company,
what company?
My design team, they come together and they materialize my ideas.
Wow.
And it's made by the best, from the best.
It's made by the best. What? For the best? What? This man is lying, bro. He ain't making nothing.
In the best location, known as Shoe Valley. It's
bro, you never even visit this Shoe Valley. You never even visit there, bro. You never even visit the factories. You never visit nothing, bro. Stop lying to these good people, bro. And you folks gonna spend your hard-earned money? Bro, y'all better stop, bro. Like, for real.
Reputation, you know, is exceedingly long. You know, everybody knows the quality that comes from Shoe Valley. And again, this is not stuff that comes from China. You know, the quality is magnificent. I don't know if you guys are getting that really.
Bro, you're watching a template, a design graphic. That is not even the actual shoe, bro. That's not even the finished product. What do you mean the quality? You haven't even held the shoe in your hand yet, bro. Why are you lying to these people talking about the quality is good and all this other mumbo jumbo? You haven't even held the shoe in your hand, bro. How do you know the quality is good, bro? Stop lying to these people and address the allegations that's out there in regards to your man's NuBreed, bro. He disrespect my mama. He disrespect my family. You know what I mean? He twists the Bible for profit. And yet you're not addressing this dog, bro. So we're gonna address you.
But you see the snake skin on the bottom with the leopard tongue? This is unbelievable. You know, when you have these on your feet, forget about it. Michael Jackson wish he was alive to be able to buy these.
Now you disrespected Michael Jackson, bro, by saying Michael Jackson wish he was alive to buy these. Michael Jackson dead, bro. Now you disrespecting the dead? You no different than NuBreed, bro. You literally disrespected Michael Jackson by saying Michael Jackson would want to come back from the dead to buy these shoes? Bro.
The name of my company is God's Art. I have many more designs. I don't know if I could pop up another design for you guys real quick.
He said he got many more designs. Bro, stop it. You don't got no designs, bro. Those are all template artwork, bro. That's not no damn design.
Let me pop up another design for you so you guys don't think I'm a fluke. Like, I really put beautiful artwork together. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is not.
Somebody said he don't even have no furniture, bro. See, I don't even want to go here, bro, because I know the dude just came out of the shelter and he's getting himself together. But at the same time, bro, you bringing this on yourself, dog. Like, people gonna clown you because you clowning yourself, dog. So at the end of the day, these jokes that people pulling out, they're gonna roast you because it's true. It's like, you don't even got no furniture in the crib, but you selling shoes for $400? Bro, stop it, bro. Like, what is this, a joke, bro? We in April or something? It can't be, bro. Like, this doesn't make no sense. And ain't no chair, ain't no sofa, bro. But you selling shoes? Bro, stop it, bro. Like, seriously, tell NuBreed he can't use you, bro. NuBreed is trying to, let me tell you something, man. I'm gonna keep it funky, bro. I personally believe that NuBreed may have allegedly put this dude on to try to set up one of them shops the same way NuBreed got them shops selling merch, and he pretty much put Epic Mindset on and linked them in with those very same people so that they can pretty much get him on point. And it could be possible that if Epic make any bread, NuBreed get a little cut on the back end. You know what I mean? For recruiting him and putting him on. That's just my thoughts on the situation. I believe that it's possible that all of this info that you see Epic Mindset speaking on, he got that possibly from NuBreed, because he wasn't talking like this before. You know what I mean? He wasn't doing this before. NuBreed dissed him the other day and said it looked like, oh, Epic is losing his mind. Y'all remember that? And then NuBreed issued a fake apology. Like, all these dudes is fake, bro. Like, this is just sick.
Game. Let's check these out real quick. I have 12 designs.
12 designs.
This is a design for the females.
Design for the females. Let's see.
I don't play. You know what I'm saying? Look at my background. I do not.
Bro, stop it. Stop it, bro. What do you mean your background, your design? Bro, stop. What are you doing? What the heck is that, bro? What are you trying to do? You trying to make somebody crash, bro? What the heck is this, bro? What are you doing? What the hell is that, bro, with the satanic stars? You got the satanic star, the Baphomet star all over the shoe. Like, what the heck is this, bro? Look at the satanic star, bro. Look at the Satan star, bro. Do you see that? In plain view. He put the Satan star, the Baphomet, on the shoe, bro. Like, you can't make this up. What the heck is this, bro? What is this? None of these women wearing this garbage, bro. None of these women is wearing this garbage. Yo, Epic. A man don't want to see no woman in this. That's not a woman's shoe. What the heck you doing? That's not a woman's shoe, bro. That don't look sexy. That don't look good. There is nothing about that shoe that look good for a woman. That shoe is supposed to go on that rapper. What's that dude? The dude that was twerking on the devil. Whatever that dude name is, Nas X or whatever. This is the type of shoe that Nas X would wear, bro. That's Nas X fashion, bro. So that means you coming with the same Nas X energy. What the heck is that, bro? Yeah, Lil Uzi Vert will wear that. That's right. Nas X, Lil Nas X, Uzi Vert. Them weirdos, they gonna wear that mess. No woman is wearing that, bro. What the heck is that? Is that a boxing shoe? What the heck is this, bro? Who told you to make this, bro? The devil? Who told you to design that garbage, bro? Do you see how God don't like ugly? The other day you were talking a load of ish about me. Now you getting roast, bro. Roast. And he got the all-seeing eye, bro. Y'all don't see that? Look, one eye. All of this is Illuminati, bro. Say it ain't so, Epic. So you took the oath too? Why you got the all-seeing eye in there, fam? Look at the eye in the background, bro. One eye. Plus the Baphomet star. Wow. That's crazy, bro. Absolutely crazy, man. This dude is literally selling Illuminati shoes, bro.
I play. Yeah, brother NuBreed. You know, these are all of my products. I'm not too far from officially getting them launched. You know, I'm still working on my website, but right now I've been developing my business for home improvement, which I have the official website up, lusterhomeimprovement.com.
Luster Home, what? What the heck you talking about, Luster what, bro? You ain't keeping the commandments, though? You selling shoes, now it's Luster Home products now? Bro, stop it, man. When are you going to address the situation with NuBreed, though? That's what the people want to know.
I have already showcased a lot of before and after pictures there. You know, I'm working. You know what I'm saying? I'm working. A lot of you guys that have been watching me, you know, from the days of the shelter, being homeless, down and out, you know, God is good. I came a long way. You know, I've always had great vision. You know, even though these designs when I was in the shelter.
He said he did those designs when he was in the shelter. Guys, that's a lie. That dude lying, bro. Yeah, bro. You ain't do no designs when you was in no shelter, bro. You were on the computer at this website. That's where you was at. You was over here. That's where he was at, guy. A site called Alive Shoes. That is where he was at. And he was using their templates to pretty much design shoes. right? You see that? That's what he was using, the template. So these are all pre-selected colors and styles that you could use. Ain't nothing original, bro. That means anybody could do that. That means any of you can go online and do the same thing. Any of you. That's how you know it's all one big joke, bro. One big joke. None of that stuff is real, bro. You know what I mean? Look at that. See that? They designing it like that. That's not designing, bro. That is not designing. That's a template. You're not designing nothing from scratch. That's not a design, bro. Come on, man. That's a knockoff designer style Temu. Man, stop it, bro. It's a damn joke, bro. You should be ashamed, bro. Just delete that video, bro. Delete that video. Don't show your face no more. Don't tell us no more about no shoe design. Just stop it, fam. Let's get back to the content. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed. Let's get back to this content.
I was in a shelter, and it was, it was very, very tough for me, considering my environment and circumstances. I wasn't able to launch it. I never got a chance to launch my brands, but it's done. My website is designed. I just don't have it launched yet. And
your website is not designed, bro. Stop it. The website was provided by the company. You didn't design nothing. Stop it, bro. Stop lying. Stop lying to these people, man.
But as a bonus, as another one, because I don't want you guys again to think that I'm a fluke with this. Like I really, I don't know if you guys remember that. I'm gonna show you guys my page, my site also for my home improvement. All right, let's check out another brand. Let's check out another design. Sorry. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. Computer's going very, very slow.
Bro feeling himself like he done made it, bro. Stop it.
Come on, man. Show me the design, dude. All right. These are fire right here. These are more basic, but they real, like they don't. You know about that?
What the heck is that, bro? What is that, bro? Bro, what the heck is that, man? What is that? Yo, epic, bro. Bro. What the heck is that, bro? What are you doing? What is this? Is that a potty box? What is that? What is that supposed to be? What the heck is that? Is that hospital shoes? What is that? Are those bowling shoes? What? Bro, stop it. Did NuBreed design that, bro? Who the heck is wearing that garbage, bro? Hey, yo, epic, man. Hey, yo, holla at me, dog. Why your man's NuBreed claim he don't celebrate no holidays and you see him celebrating his birthday today? He over there on his page trying to act like he an elder. Talking about he's talking to the young people. Bro, if you don't go sit down, bro, acting like you an elder, like you out here giving wisdom, and you're not even taking care of your kids, bro. Stop it. Dude claim he just turned 40. He on YouTube talking about, yeah, I don't really celebrate birthdays, but this is personal, I'm just acknowledging my day. Bro, stop it. You a straight hypocrite, bro. You're a straight hypocrite. You know how many videos NuBreed is in talking about he don't celebrate no birthday? How it's pagan. Now, if you go to his newest video, now he's celebrating and observing his birthday. Bro, I tell you, these dudes are straight hypocrites, bro. Straight hypocrites, man. And he just finished talking about Thanksgiving because my family celebrated Thanksgiving, or observed Thanksgiving, I should say, and had a great dinner. He made videos laughing at us, but he didn't go visit his mom on Thanksgiving. You see that? He wait for after Thanksgiving to tell us that his mom is on her deathbed. He go down to Cleveland, Ohio, spent about 1.5, probably 2 days, then he went back to Atlanta. He didn't even stay with his mom for at least a week or two, or bring his kids down so that they can see grandma. Like, who does that, bro? I bet his kids never seen a mom, bro. Epic, why you ain't addressing these issues? Why you not addressing the fact that New Breed disrespected my mom in the worst way, and then his mom is on her deathbed, and you're not addressing none of these issues? Instead, you try and focus on selling some crappy, ugly shoes like this, bro. Ain't nobody buying this garbage, bro. So stop it.
Hmm. It's dope, you know what I'm saying? Details, fire, you know what I mean?
Ain't nothing fire about that, bro. Them things need to burn.
The tongues, bro. Like, do you know about the tongues glittering like that? Like, this is not a game, man.
Glittering, bro. I don't know what you mean by glittering, but the same stuff you see there is the same stuff that's on this website. Same stuff. You see that? You see the shoelace, fam? Same stuff. It's the same crap. There is nothing here that he designed. You know what I mean? Stop capping, bro. Stop fake flexing. We exposing all you cats, bro. Don't come on social media fake flexing to these people, or else we're gonna expose you. You ain't do nothing. Ain't nothing in that design is yours. All fake.
God's art. You see the tongue? Like, I'm working over here. I'm not playing.
You're not
I'm
working.
not just being lame. God's art.
You're being lame because anybody could do that. God's art? Bro, even the font you use is trash, bro. A real designer gonna use an original font. That font, bro, anybody could use this font. You know what I mean? Anybody could use this basic font. What is that? Veranda font? Is that? Or what is that? Verena New? I'm not sure which font is that. Bro, that's a common font that anybody can use, bro. How about you just get another font that is original? That looks so cheap. Bro, stop it. You know what I mean? Stop it. God's art. Stop lying to these people. And take that bull crap off social media. You hurting my eyes with that mess. You know what I mean? This doesn't make no sense, man. Like, dude straight capping, bro. How you just came out of the shelter and now you a designer, bro? And again, I ain't trying to rain on nobody parade if you have to go to the shelter and you went through the struggle. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to disrespect dude because of that situation. I understand the struggle. My thing is, dude just got out of the shelter. Now he telling you he a shoe designer. Bro, stop it. He said he got a design team.
I'm working. That's the box. I just didn't launch it yet, my brothers and sisters. I'm working. Breed, I'm working. But I was just sitting here going through, listening to you and you talking about your merch.
Bro, you busy D-riding New Breed talking about his merch. He the one that allegedly put you on, dog. Why you keep mentioning his name? Is that a part of the deal you made with him? And you got to keep bigging him up? This is crazy, bro.
And it kind of rekindled that spark. I'm like, I've got so many different things that I'm trying to get accomplished that sometimes I forget about big projects. Not necessarily forget, but I have it on the back burner so long that it's like I forgot. Because, I was very, very excited about my products. And, I was supposed to then have gotten it launched. I'm gonna take you to my professional website so you guys can see that I'm working here. When you guys go to my website, lusterhomeimprovement.com, you see you can go and you can book an appointment. I'm actually still working. Pretty soon you're going to be able to book an appointment. But welcome to Luster Home. This shows you the work that I do. For example, I got my before and afters there. See that?
Bro, stop.
It's after. This is my brand that I'm actually working on right now. I'm waiting for my labels to come in. But I create.
Bro, what the heck are you talking about, brand? Bro, what the heck? What? What the heck are you doing, bro? What are you doing with that stove? Bro, I'm gonna tell you something now, Epic. I'm gonna keep it funky with you, bro. Those better be your photos, dog. If I go do my research and I find them photos on any other website, I'm gonna expose you badly, bro. I don't play with frauds, man. I really don't. So anything you showing on YouTube, it better be yours, bro. Because they come to find out, and them images belong to some other website or some other person, and you just kind of using stuff to try to lure people in, you're done, bro. Letting you know that right now. You're already done. You already been exposed.
My own all-purpose natural cleaner. This is made from soap suds, soap nut. This is made from
Soap nut. What? What? Soap nut? Wait a minute. Did I hear that right? Wait a minute. Let's rewind that back, fam. This is crazy.
natural cleaner. This is made from soap suds, soap nut. This is made from...
Yo, wait a minute, dog. Wait a minute. Soap nut, bro? Whoa. Hey, yo. Pause, bro. Yo, you put soap nut in there, bro? Yo. Soap nut, bro. This man literally said he put soap nut. Yo. Soap nut, bro. That's crazy, fam. Hey, this is wild, man. Hey, shout out to everybody coming in the building. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. You know what I mean? We talking about this dude, NuBreed's attack dog, epic mindset, aka prosecutor of evil. He haven't prosecuted not one evil person yet, bro. Imagine this dude's name is prosecutor of evil, and he haven't prosecuted anybody yet, bro. He's literally walking with evil men and won't prosecute them. That's why we holding his foot to the fire right now.
I use a lot of like Dr. Brown's products. So, I also have, I don't know why it's not coming to my dome right now, but it'll come back. One of the ingredients, it'll come back to me.
Bro, you can't put Dr. Brown's products inside of your product. What are you talking about, bro? How are you going to tell the people you use Dr. Brown's products in your product? That's not a product, bro. You can't. That's like you taking a good shampoo and mixing it with other shampoos to create your own shampoo. Bro, that's not a product. You're literally stealing from other people. You could get sued for that. You know? That's like you taking other people's oils, mixing them together to create your own special oil. It's one thing if it's for personal use, but when you mixing other people's products into one product for yourself, that is not a product that is original. You can get sued for that. You know? But let's go.
I'm like excited doing this video. Your mind goes thin when you're trying to remember something. But I use a lot of good quality essential oils. We use vinegar to destroy the bacterial things. We use a little bit of alcohol, so it's actually good for window cleaning.
So you use alcohol and vinegar all in the same product, right? Oh, man, yo. This guy is hilarious, man. You got to give it up to Epic, man. He's a clown.
And the good thing about this is it's bio-friendly, and it works amazing.
Bro, it sounds to me like you're promoting somebody else's product, bro. I can read between the lines. It sounds to me just like you're using that shoe design company, right, to try to hustle the people. It almost sounds like you are reading a script from another website, selling something that's already available, and you're trying to make us believe that you're doing it when really you're just regurgitating what somebody told you to say. Since when have you become a chemist? Since when do you know the amount of ingredients to pour in that's going to get the surface clean? Bro, stop it. Yo, this man is a chemist. This man is a shoe designer, high fashion, but he got no sofa. Whoa, wait a minute. Wait. You went from no sofa to chemist to fashion designer. Bro, stop it. Stop it, bro. You've been exposed. And again, shout out to Christina because she the one who came in my comment section. She was like, yo, Ringo, Epic is getting those shoes from a website called Alive Shoes. I was like, wow. I went and typed it in, saw the receipts, and it brought me to this website over here, gang. Look. It brought me over here, fam. That's what he's doing, y'all. You see that? He went there. That's where he went. And they tell you to get started. Look. It says get started. You get $30 profit on each pair sold. So if you sell a shoe for a certain amount of money, you only get $30. That's highway robbery, bro. Especially if you're the one that put it all together. That's pure robbery, fam. So Epic is a liar, bro. Complete fraud.
This is the before and after. I'll show you something a little bit more treacherous, actually. Look at this. This is before, and this is after. You got me? This is using my solution. I decided to come up with a solution because I noticed with my first few jobs, I was inhaling too much of the fumes. Look at this stove right here. Treacherous. I hope you guys don't have a stove like this.
Bro, that's your stove, dog. I don't know why you fronting, man. That's your stove, bro. Stop lying to the people. Bro, I don't know why is it, bro. I don't think those are your photos, bro. I don't think those are your photos, Epic. Could be yours, but my better judgment is telling me those are not your photos. That's a part of the play in order to sell the product. Act like you are the one who made it, but it's made by another company. You're just the front man to make the sale. That's not cool, bro. Because with all the times you've been on YouTube, we never heard about you cleaning nobody's stoves. You never told nobody you do nothing. You just was on YouTube. Now all of a sudden you're telling everybody you got cleaning products and all sorts of other goofy stuff. Bro, we're not trying to hear that, bro. We're not hearing that mess.
Look at the stove. Now look at it. Now look at it now. Look at what my formula does. The magic. That's also a steamer. I use a professional steamer. And of course, that's a little spray brush right there. But
how did you buy the professional steamer? How did you buy it, Epic? What money? What money did you get to buy the steamer? Where do you work? Where do you work, Epic? I'm just asking a real question. You said a professional steamer. Okay. Where did you get the money to get the steamer? I'm just asking questions. Did NuBreed buy it? Or are you allegedly using photos that are not yours? Could you show that steamer on camera? I mean, you could correct me if I'm wrong. I wouldn't feel no way if you did. I just like when people prove the truth. You said you use a professional steamer. I'm trying to figure out how you got a professional steamer, but you don't got no furniture in the crib. I'm trying to figure it out. Could you answer that for me, please? I just want to know. I just want to know, Epic. How is it that you got a professional steamer, a power drill, but no sofa? I want to know. I'm trying to figure this out. Because if you did all of these jobs, you should already had gotten paid enough to go buy a sofa. So what I'm thinking is, I don't believe that these photos are your photos. I believe these are the photos they tell you to use, allegedly, to make the sale. Because I'm trying to figure out where the sofa is. I don't see no sofa in the crib. I'm just asking questions. Let's go.
using my formula, this is not only eliminating the dirt, but it's eliminating the chemicals from out of your home. So I'm working over here, guys.
So you mean to tell me you went to somebody's house and that's how their stove was? Fam, if I would have saw that, I would have left. I ain't cleaning nobody damn stove that look like that. That's a nasty person, bro. If your stove look like this, you dirty. You're a dirty person, bro. If your stove ever look like this, right? You're dirty. You're a dirty person. I wouldn't eat no food from your house. I wouldn't want to drink nothing. I don't care if it's in the can. I don't want it because you're dirty. I don't like dirty people, bro. I like a clean house. And when you walk in, it's so damn clean. You could drop your chicken on the floor and you know you good. That's how clean the house is. Seriously, I don't like dirty people, bro. Go in their house, it's all dirty and dusty. Spider webs in the corner, bathroom dirty, piss on around the toilet bowl, ring around the toilet, ring around the tub. Like, bro, stop. I don't like that, fam. I'm literally extra clean, bro. Extra, extra clean. Everything got to be clean, bro. If the place is not clean, I can't think properly, man. I really can't. You know? Sometimes I think my neighbors think I'm crazy because I'm always cleaning outside the house, cleaning on the street corner, cleaning by the side of the curb, sweeping up this. And they probably like, man, I'm not doing all that extra stuff. Well, I do. I like everything being clean. You never know who's watching. You never know who's going to come over. You know how a lot of usins are. People come over the crib. They come in. You go to the door. Oh, hey, I can't let you in right now. We kind of cleaning up the place. You know, like it's kind of crazy. We had a party last night. You don't want to let nobody in. You know why? House dirty. Only time some of usins clean is when we know somebody's coming over. That's when we tell everybody, hey, we got to straighten out. Why can't the house just be clean at all times? You know? It don't make no sense. But hey, let's get back to the content. Let's go.
Brother Breed, I'm working. I want to show you guys that I came a long way. You know, that's me right there. These are the labels for my all-purpose cleaner. Jamie Brown's natural all-purpose cleaner. And this is pet friendly. You know, I have all of the ingredients to what to
How
do.
do you know it's pet friendly, bro? How do you know that? Is this registered with the FDA? I believe it is. I'm not sure. I think it's called FDA. Because you just can't have a product and say it's safe for pets and it's not registered. So all of this is at your own risk. I'm not buying nothing, bro. Like, I don't believe nothing you saying, bro. Like, everything is a lie, bro. You know? Is that the right company, guys, that I was talking about, the FDA, the Food and Drug Association? I'm not sure exactly what it is. I think that's what it is. But you cannot come out with a product, especially a cleaning product, and talking about it's safe for your pets. No. How do you know that? You in a laboratory, you know this? Was this tested around animals? How do you know that? That's why I don't believe nothing he's saying. I don't believe nothing he's saying. I believe he's reading a script to make it look like he's the designer or the...
If it gets in your eyes, all of the caution and all of that stuff like that. You know, so again, we are absolutely working.
So you're telling people what to do if it gets in their eyes? So it is the FDA, okay, Food and Drug Administration. Okay, so I was correct. So he's going to tell you guys what to do if the product gets in your eyes. So he's a medical professional too. So he's a medical professional, a chemist. He's a shoe designer, fashion designer. You know, he's an interior decorator. He's doing all of these things, but he keeps shouting out NuBreed every day. Doesn't make no sense, bro.
If you look at my reviews, I have great reviews. Jamie Brown is the hardest working man in the cleaning business and the best cleaner.
Bro, I don't believe none of those reviews, bro. One thing I've learned, and I learned this a long time in marketing and in sales, don't believe the reviews, bro. I used to be the type of person that believed reviews. A lot of companies will have reviews that are manufactured. These reviews are designed to give confidence to the people, to make you believe that the person in question is doing a great job. And it's all a part of marketing. Give yourself a bunch of 5 stars, a lot of nice words. People believe in you. They'll trust you. You know what I mean? So it's all a part of marketing. Yeah, you could buy reviews. Yeah. Just like on YouTube, people be buying views, buying subscribers. You could buy reviews. And because again, this dude was not doing none of this before. All of a sudden now you got all these reviews. Bro, stop it. Okay, here's the thing, fam. All right, Epic. Epic, watch this. You're doing all of these cleaning jobs, right? Okay, how do you get to these houses in these locations? Where your vehicle? Where's your vehicle? I don't want to hear you lugging all of this stuff on a train in Brooklyn. Do you see how I'm using logic? If you have a cleaning business, you got to bring all these tools, supplies, steamers, this, that, all these different things. You're not going to be walking around with a heavy backpack on your back, running from place to place, spending a bunch of money. Where's your vehicle? Right. Where's the company vehicle? I'm just asking questions. See, this is what happens when you come on social media and you lie. This is what happens. You know what I mean? Stop lying to people, bro. I'm just breaking it down. Again, I'm the master when it comes to the breakdown. That's what I do best. I break down videos and I show the truth. You're lying to these people. You know? You don't have a vehicle. So you ain't moving around like you making it seem. Because again, when we look at the receipts on these so-called now think about this. You have to look at these reviews, right? Because he's reading the reviews. Says the best cleaner I have had in 15 years. So this was written 5 months ago. At least that's what they want you to believe. That Epic has been the best cleaner they ever had in the last 15 years. This is a lie, bro. I don't believe none of these reviews.
I've had in 15 years. You understand? And these are all in my 5-star. These are not even all of them, but this is just many 5-star reviews so that you guys can have the confidence and know exactly what I do.
So that you guys can have the confidence. You know what I mean? That's exactly what it's for. So that you guys have the confidence. You see? There's no LLC. So there's no business. No LLC, no business. There's a lot I could go into in regards to this. I understand you're trying to do your thing. At the same time, not on my watch. You need to be addressing NuBreed and the allegations and the evil that he's doing. If you are supposed to be a prosecutor of evil, you need to prosecute NuBreed for his evil. Do you see how you're being exposed? You're being exposed badly. Nobody ain't gonna rock with you because of this video here. That could have been avoided if you just hold that man accountable like you should. But instead, you're busy playing church. You don't care about the truth. You care about money. So the Most High is going to give me the tools necessary to expose you for who you really are. You're a fraud, bro. If you're supposed to be cleaning houses and doing all this stuff, you ain't doing that on foot. You're supposed to have a company vehicle or your own personal vehicle, something, a van, something to be carrying supplies. So I don't want to hear nothing about cleaning business. Just stop it. Show the results. Get on camera and show all these tools, all these different things. Because again, if you out here doing this business, cleaning all these houses and got all these 5-star reviews, you should have a sofa in the house by now. A sofa don't cost that much money, especially if you buy yourself. It don't cost that much money. You can get something decent for about $250. Something decent. So stop lying to these people, dog. Stop lying.
This is a company that have a contract with. As you can see,
a company you have a contract with. So that means you're not the boss. Do you see that? He just exposed himself again. A company he has a contract with. So that means he don't have a business. He has a contract. He's a part of a company that he's pretty much promoting and doing something for. It's not a company he got himself because there's no LLC. So, Epic, you're gonna have to really come clean with these people because I got you looking stupid, bro. And I'm a professional at what I do, right? We just slow cook you on the grill and just make you look foolish. And then the people look at you and they question you, and then you just look like an idiot because we both know you ain't lugging around a bunch of tools. No, you ain't doing that. Nobody can run a business like that. That's just ridiculous. You know, it doesn't make any sense. You need to tell these people the truth, man. Stop capping, bro.
I got 85 appointments with these guys. This is not even up to date. I have actually more 5-star reviews than this.
So you have 85 but no sofa? Bro, stop it. Yeah, he probably get paid on commission, not the actual work. You see what I mean? Now look what it says. It says $30 an hour per hour. Look at that right there. $30 per hour. You see that? Okay. 85 appointments. $30 an hour. Bro, you should have enough money to buy a sofa. Why there's no sofa, bro? Epic, answer the question. Why you don't have a sofa in the crib if you got 85 appointments? Why are you lying to these people? You should listen at $30 an hour, right? Which is really not a lot of money in an hour, to be honest with you. When I was on a 9 to 5, $30 is nothing. You know what I'm saying? Now, when we started in the business, like I can recall when I started at that company, I was probably making like $20 an hour, and then it went up to somewhere like $70 an hour. So, and with overtime, you killing it. Like literally, you probably make damn near $100 an hour. So, even at $30 an hour, if you're there at the house for about 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever the case is, depending on what job you're doing, and you got about 85 clients, you made a few dollars. Where's the money? Where's the vehicle? And if that's the only amount of clients that you have, it ain't a lucrative business to be in because you got to wait for when their stove get dirty. That don't make no sense. People could do that themselves. So you'll be out of business in no time. A true business is a business that people going to keep calling you back over and over and over and over. You know, like landscaping, you know, when it hits springtime, summertime, there's a lot of money to be made. You know, when it's fall season and winter, it'll probably slow down a little bit, but you can still do maintenance on people's yards. You can still do leaf detail. You can do edge trimming. You can do different things, even in the wintertime, to keep people's yards. Even if the grass is dormant, you can still do other jobs. You can cut the trees. Sometimes trees are growing crazy. You can have you know, your clients, you could tell them, hey, we have our winter services, spring, summer services, and you keep them on that rotation. That way money is always coming in your pocket monthly. But I don't believe anything you're saying, Epic, when it comes to any of these things that you're doing. And I know some would say, oh, you're just hating, you trying to stop his hustle. I'm not trying to stop anything. I'm just putting the truth out there because these people don't tell you guys the truth. You know what I mean? Don't lie to the people. Don't tell them you're a shoe designer when you're just using a website service to throw shoes together using a template that anybody can use. That doesn't make you a designer, bro. When you're using a template, you're not a designer.
Updated. But even at this point, there's 48 5-star reviews, not one negative review. You know what I'm saying? And
that's a problem. When you don't have not one negative review, I can't take you serious, dog. If there's nothing but positive reviews, I can't take it serious. I need to see some negative reviews. That is what makes me interested in a product. It's not really the positives, it's the negatives. because the negatives tell me that those are real people. And sometimes it doesn't mean that your product is bad. It just could mean that the person just don't know what they're using, how to use the product. I've seen many reviewers review a product and gave it 1 star, and there was nothing wrong with the product. They just didn't know how to use it. They didn't know what they were doing. You know, they had no idea what's going on. It's just like a lot of people, like for example, let's say the strike plate on your door, right? A lot of people may not know this, but the strike plate that's on your door has a patented design that's on it that a lot of people don't know of. And let's say you have a door and you close it, but when you push the door in and out, it's like it's not fully plush closed, right? The problem is the strike plate, the little pin that's in there, you gotta bend it inward a little bit. And what happens is when you close in the door now, it'll close flush and it won't move. You understand what I mean? A lot of people don't know that because they don't know what they're doing. So some people will install a strike plate on their door and be like, why is there a gap in the door? Why the door is not locking perfectly? It's like an air gap. Air is getting in. Well, you don't know what you're doing with the strike plate. You got to know what you're doing. You see? So let's get back to the content. Let's go.
I said to myself, once I hit 50 5-star reviews, that I'm going to start my own company. And that's precisely what I did. You know what I'm saying? I started my own company, and this is it right here. So this is, I started out with just cleaning homes and offering more solutions. I'm definitely a role model when it comes to this, because I would go to someone's house for regular cleaning job, and then I would offer upgrades. So I would say, in other words, yes, I can mop the floor, but for an extra $30, I can steam clean the floors, right? So I could say I can clean your stove, or I can restore your stove, right? It's a difference between cleaning a stove and restoring a stove. As the Bible says, restore all things, right? So that's what in my mind, even though it's, I'm a cleaning contractor, in my mind, that's not what I am. It starts with that, because you can't upgrade in dirt, right? So after we get your place cleaned out, that's the time when I really start working. So if I notice that you got wooden floors, then I'm going to offer an add-on. I'm going to say, you know what, we can sweep the floors, but how would you like me to resurface the floors? And then we can add on even more. How would you like me to resurface and wax the floors? Got me? People's bathtubs have rings in them that don't come out with general cleaning, not even deep cleaning. I have machinery, I have the tools, I have the equipment. I will sand it down, polish it, and make your tub look brand new. These are all add-ons. So, doing this successfully is how I got 52 5-star reviews is actually where I'm at right now. 52 5-star reviews. Everybody is exceedingly happy. Everybody appreciates the work. Let's go through a couple more comments. Let's check. Because, what people say about, anybody could say things about themselves, but it's more like, what do people say about you? What do we got right here? Jamie was fantastic, very thorough, and I'm not sure our kitchen has ever looked that good. I would recommend Jamie.
Who is actually letting people go and clean their kitchen, bro? A bunch of dirty people, bro? Like, I don't need nobody to come to my house to clean my kitchen, bro. Like, that's a dirty person, bro. I have to be honest with you, fam. Anybody that needs somebody to come in to clean their stove, you're a dirty person, bro. Last time I checked, every time you use your stove, you're supposed to clean the stove right after you use the stove. That's what you're supposed to do. You know? You need somebody to come clean your tub? You that dirty, bro? You ever heard of Comet, Ajax, bleach sprays that you just spray and just let it sit, and then you come back later and clean that up? Like, what's the matter with people, bro? Yo, Epic, man, you need to just come in and hold your man NuBreed accountable, give him a good birthday present, and tell him, bro, you wrong, bro. I can't rock with you, and you out here disrespecting people mothers, putting people mothers down. Your mama was just in the hospital on her deathbed, and I heard Ringo play the tape, and you were really wrong, dog. Like, you disrespected that man's mama. I don't think you understand how that man feel. You probably wondering why this dude is so pissed. It could be way deeper, bro. And you pretty much is ignoring what's going on because you riding with dude, and that tells me that you a snake, bro. And you from Brooklyn? You making Brooklyn look bad, fam. You making Brooklyn look like it's a bunch of grimy ninjas out there that really don't have no morals and values. Cause a real Brooklyn dude would stand for what's right and be like, yo, hey yo, Breed, yo, what you did to Ringo, bro, I can't rock with you, dog. Like, that's wrong, man. I can't even blame that dude for being pissed, bro. Like, what you did, his mama dead, and you disrespecting her like that, bro, I'm gonna wash my hands. I can't rock with you right now. You gotta fix that, bro. You gotta fix it. Because your mama was just in the hospital, and Ringo is right. You went there for 1 to 2 days and you left and went back home. You wasn't even spending the week with your mother, showing her love, preaching the gospel. And NuBreed said that his mama don't even believe in Jesus Christ. Do you viewers know that NuBreed's mother don't believe in Jesus Christ, guys? She don't believe in the Bible. And that man is on YouTube talking about chosen one and all this other garbage, rather than preaching to his mama. Sad, bro. And Epic don't even care.
Out hesitation. Let's go to the next one. Jamie was the epitome of thorough and professional. He was also very down to earth, non-judgmental, which put me at ease. He worked fast and efficiently.
Non-judgmental because she had a dirty house. I would have been judgmental. I would have told her clean up her damn house. You know what I mean? And hell, you have your house looking like this. You calling me over to service the house, bro. Your house is dirty, bro. You know? Especially if you're a lady, your house is supposed to be clean, fam. If you're a woman and you listening and your house is dirty, bro, that's sad. That is sad, fam. Especially if you're a single lady. A single lady's house is supposed to be immaculate, clean, smelling real good. Because that tells me everything I need to know about her. But if I walk in there and I'm like, I gotta literally dust myself off, nah, bro, that's scary. That means that she dirty too. Yep.
And I am definitely impressed with his hard work and would recommend him to anyone who comes across the app looking for a real hard-working professional. And then let's just read one more. Jamie was absolutely amazing. He arrived right on time.
Bro, you read it nothing but positive reviews. I don't rock with that, bro. I want to hear something negative. I want to hear a negative review. See, in business, Epic, I'm going to tell you right now, anytime you are focused on all these positive reviews, I call cap. I want to hear something negative. I want to hear that, you tried to do the job, but you couldn't do it, but at least you were able to get it done to the best of your abilities. Meaning it was a difficult task. You were unable to get everything completed, but you still, I want to hear something negative. I'm not hearing it. All I'm hearing you giving us is a bunch of positive reviews. That's how you know it's fake. That is how I know when something is fake. It's when there's no negative reviews, bro. When I go look up a product, I look for the negative review because that's a real person. And it tells me everything I need to know. It doesn't mean the product is bad. It's just giving me a real world person who's commenting, because most positive comments that you see, even on Amazon Prime, any website you go to, all the positive comments, I'm not saying they're all fake. At the same time, for the most part, a lot of them be fake because it's designed to encourage you to buy the product, guys. That's the whole purpose of marketing. If you want to know what a product is like, you got to go into the store and see it for yourself and test it out. That is how you're going to know what it's really about. You can hear somebody's review, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work for you. It doesn't mean it's going to work for you, guys. You got to test it for yourself. Some reviews are really sincere, but most of them, You should be able to tell when a review is sincere. A lot of reviews, they be glazing too much. They do too much, and it's like, nah, bro, you lying. You lying, bro. I don't believe your review. Let's go.
Came fully prepared from the moment he started. He was focused, efficient, extremely thorough. Every room he touched was left spotless. I'm talking baseboards, under the furniture, tiny corners. Nothing was missed. My home not only looked clean.
Wait a minute. Let me see if I can open this up. Nothing was missed. My home not only looked clean, it felt clean, smelled amazing. So that's a dirty person. And that's Frankie. So that's a dude. So Frankie is a nasty person who hired you, allegedly, to clean his house, his dirty house. That's crazy to leave a review saying that your house felt clean. Bro, your house is supposed to be clean. You needed this ninja to come by to clean your house for it to smell clean? Bro. I don't know, man. I don't know who these clients, but I don't believe none of these stories, bro.
It felt clean and smelled amazing. He paid close attention to detail. I can keep going. So I said,
bro, it sounded like AI wrote all of that crap, bro. AI sound, yo, it sounded like he used AI, bro, to write all those reviews, bro.
I didn't want to just launch a business that is just going to be me talking about what I can do, just a bunch of promises, like most of these companies that you will come across. They don't have a track record. They don't have any reliable, positive track record. And if they do, then they're probably a good company that's flourishing well. But a lot of these companies are mysterious, and I didn't want to be another mysterious company. You understand?
You are a mysterious company, bro, because you're in the company of NuBreed's, so you're mysterious.
Saying so, I said when I get 50 5-star reviews, which I have many out of the 50 that would be willing to verify, to speak to anyone that needed to get that verbal confirmation, they're willing to do that for me. Of course, I offer them free services, to participate, because
free services, bro, ain't no man that's in business is offering any free services when I got bills to pay, bro. Ain't no services for free, bro. No services is for free. Sorry. I got bills to pay, fam. Can't be offering no free services. You bugging. You got bills to pay, you offering to clean people's stuff for free? Nah, I'm not doing none of that, bro.
They are going to be having their public, they are going to be having their information available in the public, which would be their phone numbers and emails and things like that, so that people can contact them to verify the works of my services.
It sounds like you're looking for people to reference your work. In other words, it's like you're trying to coach people, and I guess when you do a job, people could contact them to verify if you really are legit. It sounds like one of them things. It don't sound like you're even doing anything. It sounds like you're preparing people for what you want to do. That's what it sounds like to me, fam. It don't sound like you're actually doing it.
So yeah, Brother Breed, you ain't the only one over there cooking, and just want to kind of put it out there. And I like to include you in things like this because the algorithm loves your name. You know what I'm saying?
He said the algorithm loves NuBreed's name. No, it don't. The algorithm do not love no NuBreed's name. You are deriding that man, bro, because you and him may be in business together.
So, if we can collab in that sense, because, you did offer me the opportunity to come to your platform, which is an amazing, opportunity,
An amazing opportunity. Let me get this straight. It's an amazing opportunity to come to a man's platform that disrespect people's mothers, a man that disrespected my wife. That's an amazing platform, amazing opportunity. A man that is a part of an MLM, multi-level marketing company, where his boss is an alleged Freemason. These men throw up satanic hand signs, Masonic hand signs, but you are so happy to go up on his platform, but you don't want to correct them about anything, right? You don't want to call them out on any of these allegations, right? You just ignoring it all, right? And you wondering why you being exposed right now. You paying for it, bro.
So I told you I wanted to work a little bit to kind of earn my right. And this is kind of...
And that's exactly what you're doing. You're trying to earn your right with NuBreed. That's exactly what you're doing. You're trying to earn your way into NuBreed's good graces. This is sad, bro.
how I see occasionally, you know what I'm saying, I will have a title with your name in it, and it's official because you know we have history, and you know I actually think sometimes, like when I did the live and it shut off on me. You was the first I contacted you right away, like, yo, brother, the first time I did a live, it was popping and it just shut off. You know what I'm saying? And they didn't even record the progress that I made. And you was like, yo, YouTube be bugging. You know what I'm saying? And that helped me out a lot. So
you glazing too much, bro. Like for real, bro. I don't know what kind of relationship you have with NuBreed, but you bigging him up way too much for a dude. Like you D-riding mad hard, bro. Pause. Like it's crazy. I never seen a dude praise and worship a man that much, bro. Like seriously.
I told you, matter of fact, we ain't even gonna go there. You already know how I feel about your content and things like that. And this is another great reason, you know what I'm saying? This is another great reason why I've been watching your content, because
do you see how you praising this man, but yet that's the same guy that disrespected my mama? Let me see if I could go get a clip, bro, because you the one that's doing this, bro. You the one that's doing this. So while you busy glazing and doing all that other mess, let me go get the clip so that the people, can know exactly what that YouTuber been doing. You know what I mean? So let me get this and put this out here. Give me a minute. Let me go find this one. I think this is it. Yeah, let me see. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Let's get this. Hold on. Because Epic Mindset is acting like he don't know what's going on. So we got to put the receipts out there so people can see the truth. Right? So let's get the content. Hey, hit that like button, fam. Hit that like button now, bro. Hit that like button. We're going to be back in the studio soon, guys. We're going to be back in the studio soon. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. But let's get this thing here. Hold on. Let me situate this. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. All right. So let's see what we got. Let's play the tape. Is the volume good? Okay, we look like we good. Let's go.
And I would never disrespect your family at all. Because that's the type of man I am. I would never do that. And why we're not going to have no sympathy, right? And for some of y'all heard that, and in case you coming from over there and you watching this platform, yes, I said that Ringo was born out of, more than likely, a crack baby. You know what I'm saying? That was an insult, right? Yes, I said it. And what? Now what we doing from here? See, the sympathy card don't work. I said you don't know who your father is, and your mother was running them Brooklyn streets, and she was doing whatever for the rock. For the rock. And this is how you came into the earth. So you trying to use your mother for sympathy card ain't gonna work. Your dead ass mother can't get you out of this. Your dead ass mother can't get you out of this. Your dead ass mother can't get you out of this. And I would never disrespect your family at all. Because that's the type of man I am. I would never do that. Your dead ass mother can't get you out of this. Your dead ass mother can't get you out of this. Your dead ass mother can't get you out of this. And I would never disrespect your family at all. Because that's the type of man I am. I would never do that. About what was said about his mother. Your mother is gone. And she can't get you out of this. She not worried about what's going on here. Let's read the scripture one more time so you can understand, right? For the living know that they shall die. But the dead know not anything, neither have they any more a reward. Meaning, look, when they leave this place, they don't care about what's going on over here. You using your mother. You're using her for sympathy. You should be ashamed of yourself. You don't even know the Bible because you ain't Judah. You ain't able to decipher these words and these codes. For the memory of them is forgotten. Also their love and their hatred and their envy. They can't have no envy. Your mother's not up there sad because I said what I said. She don't have no hatred, no envy. If she's supposed to be a woman of Christ, she in peace. That sympathy don't work over here. Your dead ass mother can't get you out of this. Your dead ass mother can't get you out of this. Your dead ass mother can't get you out of this. And he was functioning. My dad was a prize fighter. He boxed. He was good with his hands. He was very much lively, but he still had a habit. And my mom never touched that stuff. Nothing. She never. She don't even drink wine, beer. She will never smoke weed, a cigarette, none of that. But nonetheless, moms didn't eat the best.
Now think about this, fam. NuBreed's daddy was on drugs too. You know what I mean? And he didn't want the public to know the truth on the fact that his old man was on drugs as well. He tried to shame my mama because my mom was on drugs when I was a kid. I was about 6 years old, up on to about 13. You know what I mean? And she struggled with drugs. I was born in 77, and I was raised during the crack epidemic. And everybody was on drugs in that time. And he was mocking my mama's death. She died of cancer. She ain't died because of no drugs. She got free from drugs. Once I hit 13, she got into the church. She got deliverance services and all sorts of stuff, detox, all sorts of different things. She got cleaned up. And she went on to do the Lord's work. And great woman. And this man took it to social media to disrespect her. And come to find out, his daddy was on drugs too, but he never told the public. Also, he don't even have a relationship with his own mother. He hated his mother, guys. Could you believe that? He just made a video the other day talking about his mama is on her deathbed in the hospital, the same guy that was mocking the death of my mama. And he was looking for sympathy through this video, putting a bunch of fake tears like he crying. The man is pure evil, gang. Pure evil. Shout out to Brandon for the support. Says showing love, fam. Do you ever use your other studio? I recall that you used another studio for your Ringo TV Raw channel. As I said earlier, we're going to be back in the studio soon. I'm doing work, remodeling, and doing a lot of different things in the house. I got all different types of things that I'm going on. We'll be back in the studio soon, right? We already talked about that earlier. So it's like this man been doing evil and everybody been ignoring it, including Epic Mindset. Epic Mindset is ignoring the evil that this man do, and he's not holding him accountable. Instead, he's turning a blind eye to it. So let me rewind it back so you can hear NuBreed pretty much talking about his pops right here. Watch this, fam. Check this out.
I had love for her and have love.
First, let me rewind it here so you can hear this, and then you're going to hear about his pops.
But the dead know not anything, neither have they any more a reward. Meaning, look, when they leave this place, they don't care about what's going on over here. You using your mother. You're using her for sympathy. You should be ashamed of yourself. You don't even know the Bible because you ain't Judah. You ain't able to decipher these words and these codes. For the memory of them is forgotten. Also their love and their hatred and their envy. They can't have no envy. Your mother's not up there sad because I said what I said. She don't have no hatred, no envy. If she's supposed to be a woman of Christ, she in peace. That sympathy don't work over here. Your dead ass mother can't get you out of this. Your dead ass mother can't get you out of this. Your dead ass mother can't get you out of this. Nonetheless, that was my mom's, and I had love for her and have love for her. And You know, my dad, he passed away young. He was 48 years old. Not too many years ago, he passed away at 48. That's a young man. 48. And you know, my dad, you know, he had his vices. He had a lot of vices that he was dealing with. And nonetheless, my mom never touched none of that stuff. Like my dad, you know, he did what he did. You know, he battled with drugs. He battled with drugs. He battled with drugs.
Imagine that, guys. His pops battled drugs, and he disrespect my mom.
And I would never disrespect your family at all, because that's the type of man I am. I would never do that. So why we're not going to have no sympathy, right? And for some of y'all heard that. And in case you coming from over there and you watching this platform, yes, I said that Ringo was born out of, more than likely, a crack baby. You know what I'm saying? That was an insult, right? Yes, I said it. And what? Now what we doing from here?
Maybe you would have won NuBreed that was born as a crack baby. Could it be that NuBreed is an actual crack baby? And he was trying to project that on me? Because if your father was on crack and he had you, there's a possibility you were a crack baby. And that's why you've been trying to shame me, because I had a good upbringing with my mom. See, I'm not a crack baby. My mom got on drugs when I was around 6, around there. But you just turned 40 today. So when you think about it, it could be that your father had you while on drugs. And it could be alleged that his mother may have been on drugs too, because he's going around saying that his mother never touched none of the drugs. That's a lie. If daddy was on drugs, mama was on drugs too. There is no way a woman is going to be with a man that smoked drugs if she's not an addict like him. There's no way. There is no way a sober woman would be in a household with a man who's literally smoking drugs and she's in the house with him. No, she would have to be an addict just like him.
The sympathy card don't work. I said you don't know who your father is, and your mother was running them Brooklyn streets.
Notice he's talking about my mom was running them Brooklyn streets, but yet his daddy was running them Atlanta streets.
And she was doing whatever for the rock.
Well, he's not even originally from Atlanta. I think he's originally from I'm not sure, where is it? DC or I'm not sure exactly where he's from. Philly. One of them places, but it is what it is.
For the rock. And this is how you came into the earth. So you.
No, that's how you came into the earth, NuBreed. Now we're putting the puzzle together. You came into the earth by way of a father who was a drug addict. And this is why your mind is the way it is. This is why you're paranoid. You act like you're on drugs. It is all making sense now. This is why you're so paranoid. You're acting like a person who is on drugs right now. The way you talk about stupid stuff all the time, always talking about, demons and devils, witches and warlocks, everybody's out to get you, you're paranoid, gang stalked, all this mumbo jumbo. That right there is a sign of a person who was born through a situation where the parents was on drugs. Therefore, you have these weaknesses and these issues, and you're trying to figure out what's wrong with you. That's what's wrong with you. Now we're all learning who you really are.
Trying to use your mother for sympathy card ain't gonna work. Your dead ass mother can't get you out of this. Your dead ass mother can't get you out of this.
NuBreed, your mom was just on her deathbed the other day, and your viewers prayed for her. But look at how you're talking about my mother. Think about that. And I've never disrespected your mother. But why would you do that? And you're supposed to be a man of God. If you're supposed to be a man of God, why would you be doing that? I know for a fact that you're losing viewers, supporters. A lot of people are turning from you. And you still have yet to repent. So, Epic, where are you? Where are you to address these issues? Where are you to come online and hold this man accountable for what he's doing? You're literally acting like you don't see none of these videos. You're watching right now. You and that man is watching.
Your dead ass mother can't get you out of this. And I would never disrespect your family at all. Because that's the type of man I am. I would never do that. Your dead ass mother can't get you out of this. Your dead ass mother can't get you out of this. Your dead ass mother can't get you out of this. And I would never disrespect your family at all.
He said he would never disrespect my family at all. This man even went on to claim that I would never have sons and all this other goofy stuff, right? That I would never have sons, all sorts of evil, just completely devilish, fam, right? Let me let the tape play so you can hear it, right? Give me a minute. Check it out.
Can't get you out of this. I didn't disrespect Ringo's 4 daughters. I disrespected you, sir, in that crash out video, and said that you ain't gonna never have sons because you was an itch. That's what I said. For the record, that's what I said. Because I figure in my state of rage at that time that no man such as yourself, a cornball ass drama queen who all you want is scandal, I don't think you should have young men. I think the bloodline should end with you. I don't think you should have young men. I think the bloodline should end with you. I don't think you should have young men. I think the bloodline should end with you.
Notice he said he think the bloodline should end with me. Imagine a man coming on social media saying he believed or think the bloodline should end. Why would you want that to happen? I must be really a powerful man if you would want the bloodline to end with me. Woo. But he said that I'm never going to have sons. Now, I have 4 daughters. I don't have no sons. At the same time, I don't know what the future holds. There could be multiple different women that the Most High have in place that is supposed to bring forth sons for me. And that's the Most High's business. Whatever happened, happened. You know what I'm saying? The whole point that I'm trying to figure out is, why would this man be so focused on me not having sons? That's satanic to me, that he would even utter those words. That's evil. Because none of us have the right to say that. None of us have that right. You don't know what the future holds. But for him to be focusing on, I should never have a son, that tells me that I'm a powerful man. The type of man that the earth need. And he's jealous of that. Because all of NuBreed's sons, they're just like him. And he know they're not going anywhere. Because NuBreed know who he really is. He's not really anything. He always envied me. When I heard those words uttered from him, I'm like, wow, that's the same dude that I thought was a brother. So that means the whole time when we were all around each other, that's how NuBreed felt deep down in his heart. That's why I keep telling you guys, really, you got to look at who's around you, man. You got to really know who's in your circle, who's near you, who you befriend, who you think are friends and brothers. A lot of these people be snakes, man. Very, very evil men out here, guys. All they do is wish evil on you. So with that being said, Epic, why you're not addressing these issues? Why you're not pointing out the hypocrisy of NuBreed? You know why? because you're just like him. Birds of a feather flock together. And that's why you won't address him. You know what I mean? You won't address that man. And that's why I'm doing these videos. So Epic, nobody would be buying them shoes, so you could just forget about that. That's a done. We already exposed the truth. You're not really a shoe designer. You're just trying to hustle the people with some shoes you put together using a template. Nobody ain't buying that garbage, right? So that being said, we're gonna have more content coming up. You know, hopefully tomorrow we'll be back in the studio. Pretty much everything is done, so I should be back in the studio tomorrow doing my content and whatnot, because this setup here has been very awkward, to say the least. Using a Bluetooth speaker, it feels like I'm in the ghetto over here, bro. But we'll be back with the setup. I put in my order for those items that I said for the third studio setup that I got. Like, I have a studio setup that I put together, and it allows me to be portable. So it's really, really good. I'm gonna use it mainly for pre-records. I'm gonna do a lot of pre-records with it. And if I do any live streaming, it's gonna be in the house. Even though it's portable, you know, but I don't want to be away from the Wi-Fi, if you know what I mean. Right? So it's a real rig that I put together. And it's very nice. I'm not showing it on camera because I don't want nobody copying off the setup. If people see it, everybody on YouTube will be flocking to the stores trying to get this, that, to try to build a setup like mine. And I'm not doing that. Nope. Let them figure out their own way and do their own thing. Because everybody like to copy people, and I don't like that, man. Nobody have no originality. They think that they could just go buy the same microphone, the same camera, and they're gonna be like you. You're not gonna be like me, guys. I'm unique. You know what I mean? I just don't like when I buy something and everybody want to buy the same thing. Like, I recently put a light. This is, yo, fam. When I tell you, fam, living in these kind of communities, man, the keeping up with the Joneses thing is real, bro. It is real, man. I thought this was a myth. I always thought keeping up with the Joneses was a myth that people just say. I've never seen people try copy other neighbors like never before, bro. Do neighbors really do that? Yes. There are neighbors that literally will drive around the community, drive past your house, see what you got on your yard, look at what you're doing, and then mimic. Like, this is real truth. And I hope the person that's in this community that did that, I hope you're listening to me too. Because I know a lot of you folks out here probably watch me low key to try to be all in my business. I had put a light, bro, on the side of my house, bro. And I didn't put it there to impress nobody. I put it there because the side of the house is dark. And it's a very bright light. And I put it on the side of the house. And was the only one with the light on the side of the house to brighten up the whole yard. I get up, bro. I think it was yesterday. I don't know when the neighbor installed theirs. Bro, it looked like if the neighbor installed 2 lights, bro, on their house. 2 lights on the top part of their house to shine down all over. Bro, I'm like, bro, none of y'all did this before. People really watch you, bro. I mean, might as well you come to me and say, hey, neighbor, you inspired me. At least do that. Give me some sort of credit. But when I see stuff like that, bro, it really tells me that living in a community environment with a lot of different neighbors, bro, it's sick. Because they watch you, bro. And they really try to be like you, covet you, buy a vehicle like you. Anything, bro. Like right now, everybody's competing with Christmas lights. I don't celebrate Christmas, so I don't really care about none of that garbage. You know what I mean? I ain't wasting no damn money on no Christmas lights and electricity bills and all that other mess. I'm not doing that stuff. But it's sad, bro, how people be competing with one another. Like literally, man. Everybody putting up snowmen, Christmas lights and bro, what the heck everybody doing all of that stuff for? For what? Oh, let me see what the neighbor across the street gonna do. Let me see what they're gonna put. We ain't gonna put nothing. Ain't gonna be no light. We're not in the competition, fam. So y'all could keep that Christmas stuff. We're not into that. Right? But yeah, man. I saw a neighbor with 2 lights on their house, bro, and it's ultra bright. It's annoying bright. And in case neighbors are listening to me, let me give you a little understanding about having these lights on your house, right? If your light that you have on your house is so bright that it is bleeding over to your neighbor and interfering with their peace, that's in violation of the rules. Meaning, it's no different than me shining a flashlight into your window. If you want to put a light on your house, the light is supposed to be positioned in a point where it's only on your yard, meaning the brightness should hit your yard only. If it bleed into your neighbor yard and go beyond the property line, it's a violation. Some people like their house to be dark. Some people like the surroundings of their house to be dark. They don't want no light. But if your light is so bright, it lights up the side of their house, they could literally put a complaint in on you. They could call the HOA on you and tell the HOA that you got this light that it's in their window and it's bright and it's annoying them. They can't sleep at night. And the HOA will intervene. They may fine you because, again, you could put a light on your house, but again, if the light is shining, you see like how the light is on the wall here? If my light from my house is shining on the other house, that's a violation. It should only be on your yard. It should be bright enough where it's pointing downward and it's on your yard. That is how you're supposed to do it. So the neighbor that I saw with their light, it's going all over the place like it's a damn baseball field. And I'm like, bro, it's overly excessively bright, which is a violation. I wouldn't be surprised if those neighbors don't start complaining back there. Because if I lived on that end and that light is shining into my house, I'm contacting the HOA. I'm gonna make a complaint because the light is literally annoying me. You know, some people like their house dark. They don't want no. Imagine you have Christmas lights and you have them on your house and your neighbor's light is shining on your property and it's brightening out the area so much so that all your decorations look dumb because you can't really see the effect of it because it's so bright. You get what I mean? So I don't know, man. Keeping up with the Joneses make people lose their minds, bro. To whoever that neighbor is, fam, be original, fam. Like, seriously, man. Be original. Or at least come talk to me and say, hey, you inspired me. But when I see people doing things that I've already done and nobody was doing it in the community, it's annoying, bro. Like, it really is annoying. I mean, you could do whatever you want on your house, but if you seen me do something, you want to go do it, bro, that's sick, bro. Like, keeping up with the Joneses is really real, bro. That's why I don't talk to nobody, man. I just like to stay by myself, bro. People are weird, bro. I couldn't believe it. I pointed out, I showed my wife, I was like, look at this. Ooh, bro, y'all copying, bro? Now I keep my light off, bro. I keep my light off, man. Because it's like, bro, what's the point, man? Like, you put something up, everybody want to be doing the same thing, bro. That stuff is annoying, bro. Like, literally, like, I would show you guys, but I don't want to put nobody's area on social media. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things that happen out here, and I never put it on social media. But it's annoying, bro. I don't see nobody copying the lawn yet. They ain't doing that. Nobody ain't trying to copy that, bro. But like I said, this is the last year I'm doing the yard. So it might look good right now, but it's the last year I'm doing it. I'm not doing it no more. I'm gonna let it just go to heck. I ain't gonna care about it no more. It's expensive to maintain. I can't keep doing that. If you only know the price, if I tell you the price, you'll be like, nah, bro, I'm not doing that. You bugging. Yeah, I mean, I did it twice. I did it twice. Think about that. To maintain the yard, it's expensive. So when you see people with manicured yards and it's green all year long, fresh and clean, everything look good, just know that they are literally paying a lot of money to maintain that yard. They are, because it cost me a pretty penny. And even though I spent a lot of money, I don't regret it. I don't regret it. It's just that the reason why it's expensive is because the original grass on this area is Bermuda. So it's going to continually grow back. You can't really kill it because there are bylaws that are in place. So you can't really say, let me kill the Bermuda grass that's on the yard originally. You can't really do that. So even though I'm able to plant what I want on top of it, it's going to come back next season. Bermuda, it's going to grow again. So I'm going to let the Bermuda take over again and maintain the Bermuda grass. That's what I'm going to do. The Bermuda is a warm season grass, so it only comes in during the hot weather. Once it hits above 80 degrees, Bermuda starts to germinate and it comes in. So if I was to try to maintain the yard, you're going to be fighting with Bermuda grass every summer. And it's going to be a mess. And bro, let me tell you, fam, water bill. Guess how much my water bill was, bro? Did anybody want to play a game? Guess how much my water bill was? Do anybody want to play the game? What was my water bill for 2 months? Anybody want to know? Somebody said 1,200, 500. Let me see. 300. Water bill was $600, fam. $600 water bill. That's ridiculous. $600. Now, the people in this community, I can guarantee they don't pay $600 in their water bill. Now, a water bill that high is ridiculous. Nobody's water bill should be $600. Your water bill shouldn't even be $100, bro. Like, what the hell are you watering? Like, all right, on average, the water bill should be somewhere around probably $45 to $65. That's like the high bill. You understand? And now, here's the thing. You ready for the nightmare? You ready for this one? I don't have a water meter for irrigation. So guess what? $600 for the water, $600 for the sewer. So to the person that said 1,200, that's the bill. I ain't doing that again, bro. When you have if you water your lawn and you don't have a separate water meter for the irrigation, you're going to be paying double for water and sewer because you're using the water which is coming from the house. You see that? So it counts as if though you turned on your faucet in your house and it's going down into the sewer. You're paying double. Yeah. So I ain't doing that no more. And I used a heck of a lot of water This season, I OD'd with water, bro. I ain't doing that again, bro. $1,200, bro, and that's twice. So, yeah, that's just for the water bill. Oh man, and people be crying about all different types of bills, bro. I cry too. I cry about the water bill, bro. Oh man, I saw that bill come in, bro. I said like this, no. Them bills will make you cry, bro. But hey, it is what it is. Next year I'm not doing this, bro. I saw that bill, bro. I said, what? No, no, it can't be, bro. Nah. So, gang, get a separate water meter so that the water company will only charge you for the water you use outside, not the sewer. You know, for real, for real. I actually had somebody in the community that told me that too. He was like, you're aware, uh, if you're using your water, you're also paying for the sewer as well. I was like, word? And then when I got the bill, I was like, yo, we can't escape these demons called bills, bro. Demons are bills, bro. They come every month, right on time. You ever notice those bills are never late? These bills are never late, bro. And it seems like they keep going higher and higher and higher, bro. Yo, bills, bro. Some of y'all get nightmares when y'all see y'all bills, bro. Y'all be like, no, don't come, no. Yo, man, but hey, it is what it is, man. It is what it is, bro. And I got everything on auto pay, bro. I got so many bills, bro. I got everything on auto pay, bro. Auto. Everything. Cause at first I didn't. And man, I was forgetting this one, forgetting that one, running to this one, running to that one, chasing the store, going here. I'm like, nah, man, set everything on auto. Auto, everything. I don't got to think about it. You know, sometimes I don't even look. I don't even want to know. But this time I looked and I saw that water bill. I was like, I was doing the emoji that y'all just did with the teardrop. Yo, that's exactly how you feel, bro. When you pay out the money, you be like this. Yo. But hey, we gonna get up on out of here, man. Yeah, that emoji right there. That's exactly how it be, bro. Everybody be doing that, bro, when you gotta pay them bills, bro. But hey, we all gotta do it though. So hey, we're gonna get up on out of here. Yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. If you like the content, subscribe to the channel. We're gonna be back in the studio, guys. Tomorrow, we're gonna be back in the studio. So it's gonna be dope. You're gonna be back to the introduction. Gotta get this paper. It is what it is. Just a lot of content I got to get back on it. There's a lot of stories that I missed, a lot of stories I didn't cover. We're going to get back on track, doing what we got to do. Real excited, guys, about what's going on. Man, just be patient. And it is what it is. I know a lot of y'all probably like, where the studio at, man? What the hell going on, Ringo? Where the studio? Studio is there, fam. Been very, very busy, man. Very, very busy. So, yeah, we're going to get back to grinding, doing what we got to do. But yeah, wow. But hey, thanks for stopping by. Shout out to everybody on the 9 to 5, everybody out there hustling and bustling, doing what y'all got to do. Hey, just be happy, man. Enjoy life, smile. Think about something positive. Don't stress yourself out about nothing. No matter how dark and gloomy it look, keep the Most High first. Make sure you have the right company. Get rid of people in your life that don't belong there. And it is what it is, man. Understand there's a lot of people that hate you, a lot of people that want to see you die. But always know that there's people that the Most High is raising up to be in your life. You just don't know who they are yet, but they're there. They're watching. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that the Most High assigned people to our lives, man. And they know that they're supposed to be around you. So just thank the Most High for the right people to be in your life, and ask Him to remove all the negative ones. Sometimes you got to pray that prayer. Most High, please remove all the negative people out of my life that don't belong here. People that you don't want in my life. Please remove them. I don't know who they are. Watch what happens. He gonna start to remove. You're gonna see. You're gonna have fallouts with people. Something gonna be said. Somebody's offended. Now they don't want to call you. Like, why the hell you mad at me? That's the Most High revealing you these people to you. You asked them, right, to remove them. Okay. Now you had a fallout. You wondering what happened? That's the Most High making you reveal to you that that person no good. Right? So, hey, peace and blessings to everybody. I'll catch you in the next video. It is what it is. I'm going to get up on out of here and get to work. You know what I mean? Set up my shows for the morning. We're going to be back in the studio in the morning, gang. Back in the studio. So, that being said, we're going to get up on out of here. Rate, comment, and subscribe. I'll catch you in the next video. Ringo TV Reactions. Peace and blessings. We out of here. Peace.